Hello and thanks for joining us on TVC Midday News. We start off with judicial matters, where the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has granted bail to Senator representing Kogi Central Senatorial District, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, on self-recognition. She was arraigned on a 6-count charge of alleged imputation to cause harm and cyberbullying, which she pleaded not guilty to. The counsel representing Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan had moved an application for her bail on the basis of self-recognizance, as she is not a flight risk and is currently enjoying the bail granted her by the FCT High Court. Justice Mohammed Umar, in a short ruling, held that the offences against the defendant are bailable. He adjourned till the 22nd of September for this trial. And our senior reporter, Celestina, Iria, joins me live from Abuja to give us an update on this case. Celestina, good to have you join us. The senator representing Kogi Central was granted bail on self-recognition. Explain this to us. What does this mean in layman terms?
Okay, basically, the court did not impose any bail terms or conditions for her because it is a known fact that she is a senator representing Kogi Central, and also that the FCT High Court had earlier granted her bail. So she's known to everybody, and everybody is known to her. So there's no way she can pass by and nobody will see her. So because she's a, public figure, so that was the reason she was granted bail. And the court today took her plea, where she pleaded not guilty, on a 6-count charge of criminal defamation, which is imputation to cause harm against the person of the Senate President, and as well the former governor of Kogi State, Iria. She pleaded not guilty, and the court said, well, you are Senator Natasha and you are well known, so we'll grant you bail based on self-recognition. And the fact that this charge today is similar to that of the FCT High Court, but the provisions at which the charges were filed is different. The one before the FCT High Court came under Section 391 of the Penal Code, while that before the Federal High Court today was brought under the Cyber Crimes Act, which is Section 24, subsection 1B and 2C. But the court adjourned to September 23rd for trial. Likewise, the FCT High Court adjourned till September 22nd for trial.
Celestina, you've been following this case. Our lawyers have been able to prove that she's not a flight risk. Give us an idea of how much a big deal this case is, seeing that the federal government is doing the arraignment, and what we should be expecting up until September.
Very well, she's free to move around, though her suspension at the Senate subsists, so we don't know when that will be called off. She has time to also now plan her defense, but the federal government will call their witnesses, and the witnesses we saw that was listed in this particular case is the Senate President as well as the former governor of Kogi State. So they are the witness the prosecution tend to field in this very case. So she's not a flight risk because she's not one which when she's called to answer to the charges against her or called for trial, she will not be present. We recall at a time the federal government had actually tried to move for a bench warrant to be given for her to be arrested, saying that it was difficult for them to serve her the processes, and this was at the FCT High Court. But at that time, she instructed her lawyer to receive the charge on her behalf, and that was the reason Justice Chizoba Orji granted her bail in the sum of 50 million naira. Now talking about the FCT High Court. So, but today the Federal High Court said, well, you are Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, and also on the FCT High Court that earlier granted you bail, and you are enjoying the bail conditions. So the bail granted to you today will be on self-recognition.
Thank you for that update. That's our senior reporter in Abuja, Celestina, Iria, live for us. Thank you for joining us. And